Hey, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. I am Gamion. I will be your game developer for this stream. My cat Mega Kitty is out sleeping somewhere. Maybe we'll get lucky and see if she's in the living room. Let's have a look. Nope, still not around. So hopefully she'll come by later. I'm working on an online multiplayer soccer brawler called Field of Heroes, which I hope to release early next year. Been at it for about 3.5 years, and hopefully not too much longer until release time, but there is still quite a lot of work to do. This evening I'm going to kind of take it easy a bit. Got a couple of low-hanging fruit that I want to get knocked out so I can start some other things probably next Monday. But this evening to kind of keep it light, maybe do a short stream, and so kind of take things from there. Hey, Mitz, welcome to the stream. So I'll show you one thing I've been working on that should be almost done, and that is there was a bug where hero abilities were not properly being cast in the limited range they should have been. For example, this turret only goes to here right now, but in the past it went all the way to the side of the screen. And so I fixed that, and now that that's fixed, I need to recalibrate where the maximum distances are for all of the hero abilities, starting with this one. So here I place it down. There you go. And while I'm at it, I'm going to do some fixing to the spears on that turret. I think they're too powerful. I'm going to dial them back a bit. As soon as I do a quick change to the preferences. Okay, and keyboard escape. Yeah, this should just be escape. There. Anyway. How do we determine what those, how far I can use my abilities are? Well, to do that, I have a CSV file that's actually that will tell me that information. So here I want to do Dodger, Spear Turret, effect, let's see, casting range. Right now it's 550 centimeters, which is not nearly enough, I think. I think we want to get that up to about 800. So let's see how far it goes now. We got here, about roughly from the distance from here to the ball. Or almost reaching the ball. So let's change that to about 800. So we change it here, so 800. And then I go into the abilities table and re-import. And save. And there we go. We've increased the distance. This feels more correct to me. That's about fair distance. You can get, coming up an enemy over there, just throw a turret right at them. But let's do something about that turret damage too while we're at it. So that would be, which table is that? Spear turret. Test weapons, metagame. I think it's weapons. Spear turret, base damage, 1,000. Oof. That's quite a lot of damage. The actual health for a hero is... in another table. So that's 1,000, but let's go look at the actual health. Okay, so here, health and weapons. Actual health about 45. Now, I want a turret to do about maybe half that damage. In fact, let's give it up to say 30. Let's tone it down a bit from 1,000 to 30. And give him a fighting chance. Alright, so we update that. We update CT weapons. And then we re-import this. And CT weapons. Save. Alright, and then go ahead and test that. Good. So they're still pretty weak now. So you can probably take them out in 2 shots. Let's test that. Now I want to take him out in 1 shot from the turret, 1 shot from me. So let's increase that damage to 40. And re-import. Give that another go. Okay. Should be 1 and 1. There we go. That's better. Okay, next hero is going to be... Oh, no, we got to do the Spike Trap now. So Spike Trap, want to do about the same. So we're going to go back to Abilities. And Casting Range. Yeah, let's see. Let's do about 800 for that too. Alright, that's better. Alright, let me do that again. Haha, that felt good. Okay, so that looks good for them. Now let's go to... Ellis is next. Now, this one stuck out. The teleport was really weak. I can only go this far. That's not good. So let's go look at their ability. Teleport, 800. Let's do... $1,100. Let's see how that feels. $1,200. Let's make it around 1,200. And see if players are cool with that. We've been increasing by about 30%. That might be a bit overpowered, actually. Let's see. We start here, and we want to go this far. 1,200. Yeah, let's do that. Coming up next, Magic Wall and Spiteful Wind. So this requires them to be fairly close. What are we at now? Casting range 800. Okay. Why is Spiteful Wind 650? I think it should both be 800. You know what? I think I want to see what 1,000 looks for the magic wall, because that's just a wall. Oh, let me update it. Yeah, I kind of like that. Okay, as we go down the list, feral speed. Why would they even have a casting range? Oh, that's really more for the AI, really. We're going to skip Grace, and now here we go, Dragoon Jump. Now, that one does more than teleport. That one does damage. I wouldn't put it past 1,000, but I do want to make it useful, so let's try 1,000. Jumps should go pretty far. No, that should be 1,200. Hey, Graham, welcome. How you doing? How you doing this evening? Let's say 1,200. Dragoon Jump. And here we go. That feels good. Yeah, these pounces, they need to go decent distance. And the recharge on that is about, was it 15 seconds, I think? A cooldown, sorry, cooldown is 10 seconds. Yeah, it's really cool. I got all of this in a spreadsheet here, kind of set up, CSV files and such. So, let's see, anything new on Mega Kitty? Nope. Graham, trying to get some setup done for my game designers while fighting the heat. Yeah, the heat. I tell you, they keep it cool in where the office where I work, in my day job, which is also game development. And I think part of that is that you get more done when it's not hot. I remember once the AC went out at the office, no one could get anything done. And yeah, actually, I had for my game design. So for my artists, I'm designing the next level that I want to have. In fact, I'll bring that up right now. See if it comes up my recents. Here we go. So here's what I'm working on as far as the design. I'm going to deliver to them by Monday. Graham, I've definitely been nerfed during the heat for sure. So this is something I'm designing on the side for them. This is going to be the next field. I'm probably not going to use the green pitch. I'm probably going to do castle flooring with maybe some mold on it to make it look greenish. But imagine it's the top of the tall tower, and you got this is pretty close to with the what I actually want for real. In fact, this looks really nearly on the spot. And yeah, this was generated by Gemini. I have not really used much AI tooling for anything. Gemini is the first time I've really had a go at it. I like what I see, but it's purely for concepting. I don't generate any code with it. It has helped a tiny bit when I Google for some code I need. Not the algorithm, but what's the name of the function? Does Unreal have a function for this or that? That helped me a tiny bit. Other times it told me to use functions that don't even exist. So hit and miss. So there's me this. And this was a concept actually you took some marketplace assets and threw it together manually. The idea is have here's the wall, spectators, and then a barrier, and then the field. Again, it's going to be kind of like some green moss around the bricks and all that to make it just look not plain, not repeating, obviously. But you get the mountain view, which is kind of nice. And it's going to be like raining. Maybe this will be more of a bluish tint. Get some rain there, and or at least maybe some flashes of lightning would be pretty cool. Because I don't have any other fields like it. I think this is a great, unique field idea. I'm excited about it. So then you got the field shape, borders. Still got to fill out a few more things here. In the metagame is I want to have a gargoyle I want to have 3 gargoyles. So, Graham, I like AI for brainstorming when planning systems, but you have to pay attention. It comes up with terrible or non-existent ideas often. So my thinking is I want to have 3 gargoyles along the wall, the castle, like here, the middle, and the right. And then I want the center gargoyle to come to life midway through the match and start chasing the ball carrier. Just to see, I mean, it's just kind of thinking about it. I think it'd be pretty freaking cool if, it actually works out. Again, it could just sound good on paper and be a terrible idea. Players may hate it. So, don't know. We'll find out. And if in the play tests, there's a kind of a chorus of players saying, no, this isn't really fun, it's distracting, then I'll take it out. I'll leave the gargoyle statues around. So that's what I had what I'm thinking about right now. So this is so I got a bunch of CSV files that I imported into the spreadsheet here, so I can summarize and control the heroes' numbers, their weapon ranges, their ability ranges, the DPS, their health, their kick powers, and their speed. And with this spreadsheet, I can make sure I follow these guidelines. Make sure they take a speed penalty when they're firing or attacking. Make sure that every melee hero's base movement speed must be greater than ranged hero's movement speed. Otherwise, melee will never catch up. Are you using guess abilities for most of the ability data? Yes. So I take these, I import them in as curve tables, like CT abilities right now. So you got this curve table with all these gameplay tags and numbers. And then I load them up in scalars, so in a scalable floats. So let's see, was it Guthorn I was working on right now? So Guthorn, his Dragoon jump, that's 1200. So that's 1200 centimeter range. So I go to Guthorn, Dragoon jump. His casting range is 1200 right here. And this is the abilities table. That's the gameplay tag. That's the scalar. That's the scale. And so yeah, 1200. And then that number translates into that jump. So I can jump like right here if I want, but if I want, as far as I can go is this 1200. That's as far as I can go. Yeah, I think Gas is the right tool for the right job. Gas has saved me a lot of coding of my own, because before Gas I had my own status effects system, which behaved similarly, but Gas was a generation ahead of mine. So I went ahead and dived into it, and I liked what I saw. That said, there are things I want to be careful about how I use Gas over the network, because this is a network game. For instance, gameplay cues are 99% local. I actually I made my own gameplay ability system component, and I have local only gameplay cues that trigger at the right times. And that saves a bit of bandwidth right there, because they do use a little bit. They use more than, I wouldn't say more than they need, but they use enough that if you can do it locally, then do it. And really, and that's kind of true for everything. Anything you can do not over the network, try to do it not over the network if you can. So that leaves more space, more bandwidth for the rest of the stuff. Locomotion takes a lot. Well, I would say locomotion takes its fair share. Gameplay tag replication takes its share. What else? Yeah, like attributes too. So Graham, what would you do? Send a gameplay tag over the network to trigger them locally? No, like for instance, what's an example? So I have a projectile, and a projectile will play a gameplay cue when it hits a target. But the thing is, I know that it hits a target because I have every instance simulate the projectile movement, even though they're not 100% in sync. What matters is that the server decides who gets damaged, but everyone runs their own projectile simulation, so everyone sees it. Everyone sees their own hitting a wall, hitting a character, then everyone plays their own local gameplay cue in response to that. So that's, hey, Air Force game player, welcome. So that's just one of the things I do. I've seen typically other games have the server has a strong iron fist when it comes to synchronizing projectiles. Mine is a little more lax about that. I don't really use any raycast projectiles. That's one of the reasons. So anyway, now I'm kind of wandering now. So I'm going to go back to what I was doing. So the Dragoon Jump looks good. Now the Wyvern Wing is the next ability. So this is a flying Wyvern, which, by the way, the ability to preview your castings is also fairly new. You hear you can only cast at the edge here, so you can't cast it beyond. But this is fairly new because this helps players know where they're going to cast things, and so I think this range is pretty good. Going with that. Let me cast it over the guy to show you what he does. Pretty effective. So that looks good. Now what about the other one, the Wyvern Breath? So this range feels good to me as well. It's actually pretty... Let's see. Yeah, that's fine. So I think they're taken care of. After Dragothorn is Horus. Oh yeah, Horus pouncing. Horus pounce. I bet we're going to need it. 600 is pretty low. Let's see how that looks like. But yeah, data-driven values. If your engine supports it, I recommend it. A friend even told me about a game that was homegrown engine. It was almost 98% data-driven. Like everything is in a gigantic tables and spreadsheets and you name it. But the game was incredibly scalable and incredibly versatile. And it did pretty good, is from what I hear. All right, let's see how far he goes. Oh, that's terrible. That's terrible. We're going to need easily 1,000. Which, by the way, was 800 before I fixed the bug. So, let me import it. Just import one and done. Now, one thing let's see, here we go. What if I did do 1,200? So if he's over at the goal and then I jump. Now I think if I had to go between further and closer, I would do further when in doubt. So we're going to do that. Stick with the 1,200. So he also, let's see, do you have any other casting ranged abilities? Power kick. That doesn't really count. That's really more for the AI calculations here. Expanding shield doesn't count. Here we go, carry a tune. That might actually be already fine. Let's have a look. Oh, had a bit of a little jitter there, loading the particles. Here we go again. Yeah, that's fine. That's still farther than it was before. All right, good vibes. So now she is a midfielder, which means she is support. So that's kind of close. Don't like it very much. Yeah, good vibes and silence. Let's get those to 900. So this would put her pretty close, but then look how far the disc goes. I think this is fair. Okay. Alright, that feels good. Alright, who's next? Brawler. Slice. That one's kind of hard-coded. Let me take a quick look at something. There's an animation. It's moving. I'll move toward. Speed. Okay, so that won't really make a difference. Let's have a look at the slice, though. Nope. Brawler slice. That still feels good. Alright, what's next? Okay, we already did the spear turret. Oh, that's right. I want to reduce the spear turret health as well. Cut it in half. That's what I wanted. Let's re-import that. See, the spear turret actually can be destroyed with weapons, and I want to make it easier to do that. All right, wave goodbye. Casting range 600. Oh, we're getting ahead of ourselves here. Let's do stone skin first. That's Tonde. Let's see what the range is for Tonde. Stone skin. Oh yeah, that's too close. We want to do about 800, I think. If it doesn't feel good, I'll go to 1,000. Well, I think 800 should be fine. Yeah, let's do 900. Yeah, we could do that. Okay, and then wave goodbye. Okay, that's fine. I like that effect. It's like water rising from the ground. We're keeping that. And what's next? Ulrich. Yeah, here we go. I don't think the dirt dash casting range applies except for to the AI. And that's... I think, well, first of all, this entire ability needs to be needs a revamp. I need new VFX. It needs improved. Let me have a look at that. Yeah, in fact, I'm gonna hold off on that one. We're just gonna do timber next. I think casting range is 900. Yeah, that's about right. I think I was tinkering with this before. That's good. What's after that? Warcry. That's a area of effect around him, so that doesn't count. Okay, so I think we got that taken care of. I'll do one final re-import. We're going to save my changes. And see if Mega Kitty's around while I save things. Nope. Still no Mega Kitty. I did not change this. So recalibrated. Hero ability. Casting ranges. And then we're going to go to our data source project. Oh, let me close this. Okay, made adjustments. Adjusted ability, casting ranges, and reduced spear turret damage. Okay, and then so if I go to my workboard, yeah, this ranging thing is done. This was a multi-days of work, but that's finally ready for player testing. That's what done means in this case. Done means ready for testing, and then we'll enter a new bug if an issue comes up. And this other one, the ball kick power, this actually might be a very easy fix. So the problem is players can kick the ball too far. I'm going to take us to the practice field to show you what I mean. Plays Dodger. Okay. So I'm going to start at our own goal. And I'm just going to kick it. Okay, let's see how far it goes. Yeah, as you can see, it went almost clear to the other goal. That is way too much, way too far. Oh, what's this? Hero switch, show hide event. Ah. Oh, okay. I see something here. Ah, okay, I know what happened. Player state. What's the player state for? Ah, okay. Match layout. That is something I'm going to fix later, but for now. So back to the kick power. Now we actually have a global variable that we can change to fix that. So we're operating at 140% of desired kick power across the board. This is a global multiplier. We're going to set this back to 1. By the way, if you're still watching Air Force, you may notice that my face looks brighter than my previous streams. That's because I bought a stream ring light. So I have it set up in warm mode. It's a little bigger than yours. It's not a ring, it's actually a flat plate. So far I think it's working out pretty well. I wonder if I should dim it just a hair, actually. Yep. So, yeah, and actually this is more noticeable this time of day, because once the sun is completely down, and yeah, my light's on too. Once it's completely dark outside, then the light would I guess the camera would adjust its lighting a bit, and that kind of fixed the problem, but not satisfactorily to me. Yeah, sharpen saturation. Yeah. So it's cool. There's 4 different modes. Like it's kind of, this is the warm kind of yellowish light. There's also a white and then kind of a blue tint, and then there's another setting as well. So I have it on the yellow warm. So anyway, so I changed the kick multiplier back to 1. Yes, exactly. Let's see how it looks now. Also, this is going to be probably a short stream, so maybe I could be talking a little bit of TF2 after this. Alright, here we go. From the goal. Okay, so that takes us about to almost a half. But you know, that's actually not a bad thing. Let me change this again. You know, I kind of want to split the difference almost. Let's do 1.2. See how far that gets us. And for those of you who don't know, Air Force Game Player is a Jackbox streamer. He streams Wednesday nights, Central Time Zone. Let's give him a little shout out here, and hopefully we will get a Safe for Work clip. Oh, and I never turned on stream avatars. I thought it was running. No clip is appearing. Strange. Yeah. Alright, so kick. Man, that's still pretty far. Let's do 1.1. So let me try that shout out one more time. I wonder if it depends on where I did it from. Let's try one more time. I'm going to try it from... Actually, my stream manager isn't even showing the stream. Let me refresh that window. And take 2. Because these usually work. No? And it's just... oh, wait a minute. Does I have something not turned on? No, I think I have everything turned on that needs to be. Curious. Well, let's put the music back on, I guess. Okay, this is at 120% kick power, down from 140. We'll see how this feels. So I want to feel some power to it. Okay. So that gets just over halfway through the field. That's still pretty far. Let's do 1.1. I think this was one that got us to just almost the halfway point. So I think the next accessory I might get, if any, would probably be a microphone that would be attached to the desk. I'm debating whether I want to do that. And kick. Okay, it's about the halfway. That's still pretty far, I mean, all considered, but any less just feels a lot weaker. Go here. I think we'll hang it at 1.1, and we'll actually no, we're gonna go to 1.2 like we had it, so we'll be just over halfway through the field, and then we're gonna see what the players think about that kick distance. So let's commit that. Just this file. Reduce global kick multiplier from 1.4 to 1.2. I think players who already have played this will notice. Done. Okay. So now I can mark that task as done. Okay, so still got a lot of issues here. Let me sort some of these. Minor issues, I'm putting this as a lower priority. Critical health, oh yeah. I did want to play that sound for that, but I don't want to go sound fishing on stream. No, that's something I need to address later. That's just kind of lower priority. Time limit for late joiner. Okay, so this one, let's see, let me look at the feedback. This was player feedback. Oh no, I guess I don't have the, I have a time limit for the late joiner to wait for the next round before a bot leaves and they come in. That's going to be a low priority. Playtest feedback. This came straight from a playtester. Let's see, rapid time to kill. So non-telegraphed insta kills. Okay. So let me take this piecemeal here. Let's see, how can I format this to... Let's see, I want to maybe... No. Actually, that's not bad. But it's also adherent to the dark mode. I'd rather not mess with that. What else can I do? Strike through code subscripts. Movement rapid time to kill. Non-telegraphed insta-kills. Yeah, that was actually the insta-kill was something else I wanted to look at. Some abilities do a bit of damage. Like that wyvern ring we saw earlier. I'll show you what that was about. So this... That's an instant in cap. That's a bit maybe overkill. Well, maybe we can do something about that. Damage. 30. Oof. How often is the wyvern damage distributed? Oh, okay. Damage wyvern wing. Here we go. What interval are we looking at? So melee damage. Where was the damage tag? Ability wyvern wing damage. Here we go. 3. Okay, so that's 0.3. Wait a minute, that should be period 0.1. So it should be 30 damage per second. It shouldn't be an instant in cap. Let's have a look at the vitals here. Oh, I can't see it for these guys. Actually, why can't I see it for these guys? I should be able to see that. Hello, Escamina. How you doing? I'm doing fine. let's see, where is your nameplate? Okay, nameplate's there. But I'm not seeing it here in the game. Oh, maybe that's why. Let me take a quick look at someone else's nameplate. Maybe I didn't do something I should have earlier. So, their nameplate. Yeah. There we go. Except instead of hero, that should just be vitals. Oh. Wait, is anything even calling that? What if I give him a hero nameplate instead? Okay, so that's all going to compile. Okay. Yeah, that's actually better. Alright, so let's see how fast he's getting damaged by the effect. Oh yeah, that's... oof. It is 30 per second. We need to cut that back to 3. So let's make changes from 30 to 3. So that's 30 per second. You know what? Let's make it 4. And then we'll import our change. Okay, and then let's try it again. Let's see this HP go down now. That's more like it. Okay, now it's not going down fast enough. It still hurt, but I want it to hurt just a bit more. Let's do 5. And import that. Okay, 30. And then 20. Yeah, if they're just standing there, you know what? If they're standing there, then they deserve it. Let's crank it up to 8. See how that looks. You should have the sense to get out of the way. Yeah, that's good. That's plenty of time to get out of the way. More than enough. And the fire, let's have a look at the fire while we're at it. Okay, that's good. Except that one's even more dangerous, though. Maybe I need to take the right from breath damage down to... Wait a minute. That's right. That's 30. That's a 30. So why is it that I'm getting different damage readings? Really, that should... If I take that back to 30 for a minute... I'll fix that later. So we go to the life and breath damage. Life and breath. Oh. Where's your damage? Damage per second. Oh, okay. That works. That's a different thing. Okay. Damage per second, 30. And then what did I have for the damage was 8. Okay, 8. Let's do that one more time. Okay, that feels right. All right, so that was a good fix there. Yeah, that was what the player was complaining about in the bug report, and I fixed that. I fixed the turret earlier this evening. I only think of other abilities that might need a little damage tuning. We're gonna go through a few of those. Now I save this test hero, but then I want to go back and fix these errors. We don't even use this anymore. Get action points text. We don't do action points anymore. They are an old relic of an old system. So this can go away. We can bring these back up. Yeah, so we can start getting rid of action points text. That's better. Alright, so let's do an assessment of other hero abilities. For those who are joining late, I am Gamion. I am developing an online multiplayer soccer brawler, and my cat is still not at the couch, so no cat cam at the moment. I'm working on an online multiplayer soccer brawler called Field of Heroes. I hope to have it finished, I'd say maybe early next year. And it is a 5v5 PvPvE game, online game. So I'll play a quick match, but first, before I do that, I want to do a quick weapons assessment. So this is one of the heroes. This hero is Dodger. She's rogue. She has a bow and arrow and does some damage. You got the target dummy there. See, hitting the enemy. So I'm testing out different abilities. So like her turret. Okay, so that's flat out not doing any damage now. Oh, there we go. He was aiming wrong. That's curious. Also, it's designed to only hit an enemy once. So there's that. I think I changed that earlier. I'm fine with that. Let's see how it works out. Okay, spike trap. So it does a little bit of damage and it slows the enemy down. And I'll use it on myself and show you that. Okay. So here now I'm slowed and I have the dirt dragging behind me, and now I'm back to normal. Next hero we're going to look at is Ellis. Ellis is a wizard. He can teleport and can summon tornadoes. I don't know if I want to keep this or not. Here we go. Okay, that's pretty good. It's about half the health. You can also summon walls. Another hero. Let's look at Grace. Grace has a jackrabbit and a corgi familiar that follow her around. I'm going to use corgi on the enemy. Yeah, so there's a lot of damage there. Okay. But I think I'm good with that, because the enemies are always moving around. So I'm going to maybe come back to that one. Let's look at the Goothorn, the Dragoon's Pounce, see how damaging that is. Okay, that's about a quarter health. That's fine. And we've already done the Dragon Breath and the Wyvern. Yeah, if they just stand in the flames, then that's their fault. So we're going to move on to Horus. See that how powerful that pounce is. Oh, that was an instant kill. Let's try that again. Stand in front of him. Nah, that's too powerful. Let's tone that down a bit. So where's Horus? Pounce 50. Now, hero health is about 45. So we're going to take it to 40. We don't want to take him down in one shot. Actually, let's do 35. So they'll need 10 hit points to survive it. So we'll save that and import it. Alright, let's see how this works. Okay, that's good. I had about a little bit of health left. You know what? Let's be generous. I'm going to give him little 5 more hit points. Okay, that's still a pretty brutal hit. And if they're not 100% health, then they're going to be at critical danger. I mean, all it takes is 1 pounce, and then spam, he's done. So we'll see if what players feel about that. Also, there's fall off, so there's not as much damage if you land next to him. This is like I have health there. So next. So he had ball kick and Latunia. Do that next. I don't think any of her abilities do damage. That's silence. Attack up. Brawler. His abilities need a bit of a rework, I think. Okay, so that is pretty nasty. Let's see if we can 80. Yikes! That's like no way you're recovering. Let's make that 35. Let's make that 35 damage. Yeah, that's still pretty severe, but I mean, look at what he's doing though. You know what? Let's do 30. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Got him. Then he's in wolf form now. Now that is intended to be an instant kill, I should say. Oh, by the way, I made it so when you are incapped, you get 1.5 seconds of invincibility. Get yourself back on your feet. So next, let me see that one more time. I'm going to be a red hero. Okay, that's good. Next on the list. Let's see, Spear, Prowler, Tunde. Make sure Tunde's abilities aren't too brutal either. Start with the water. Okay, that's good. And the other one, Stone Skin. Increases your armor and makes you bigger. Alright, next up. And there's 9 heroes in all. We're almost through the list. Ulrich. So that's Warcry, makes you stronger, and then he will hurl a log at you. That's intended to make you fall as well, but you don't lose any hit points out of that. It's a quick fall, quick get back up. He's also got a nasty swing too. Lots of damage. Yeah, in fact, I meant to scale his damage down a hair. Prowler, so let's go to our weapons. Ulrich, base damage, that's too much. Let's give it 10. Actually, you know what? That's the same as a range damage. So let's do 11. That's going to be a slight decrease. And that's under the weapons table. Okay, still about 3 hits. Invincibility's working, that's good. Yeah. Although, I don't know, I still think maybe let's put it to 10. Okay, now it takes 4 hits. That's better. Alright. So that's a good review of those. And take us to the Unknown Ruins and do a quick practice match to try these numbers out. Okay, but first I'm going to commit my changes to source control so I don't lose them if I do anything wrong. I'm going to say, let's see, adjusted ability and weapon damage so that players aren't incapped as easily. There. Now I'm going to play a test match with some of these adjustments and see how it feels. So, since the last time I played, I've adjusted the ball kick power, the ability casting ranges, and damage numbers. So let's see how this all adds up to the game experience. And while it's loading, I'm going to go ahead and switch the audio to the game so you can hear the game. There's going to be a bit of jitter here because it's loading animations and visual effects, so I have to be a little patient with it. Ooh. Oh, almost had it. But invincibility is great. It's really helping the experience along. Ooh. Let's get the music turned on. Oop. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Here we go. Oh. So these are all bots, of course. This is really meant to be played with all human players, but I have bot backfills in this game that I designed and implemented myself. I basically taught them how to think. However, they do not think 3 steps ahead, though. They all think on the fly, because I'm not that good with AI or decision trees and whatnot. Haha, trapped him. Oh. I can't believe the AI scored against me in my own game. So do something about that. Ah, what happened to her? That happens sometimes in the editor on this Windows login for some reason. I don't know why. I never figured it out. Also, what's he doing over here? Oh, that was easy. Okay, well, I have to admit, these damage changes are definitely favorable to me. I think the game feels better. Oh, what a recovery. How'd the ball get over there? Oh, no, no, no! Oh, almost saved that one. Oh, no, you don't. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. hopefully this game will be out early next year. As far as playtests go, I'm using a playtest service to have coordinated player playtests. It's really hard to wrangle friends, like 10 of them, in a short period to play. Also, I do want to have a Steam playtest on this game before end of the year. Kind of just get lots and lots of feedback, lots of players, see how it goes. But it needs lot more polish first. I'm still working on the feedback from the first playtest, and that was over 2 weeks ago. Maybe 3 now. Oh, wow, that was sweet. Look at those two fighting. Get him, get him. Oh, he missed. Another thing I have is a low health indicator frame around the edge of the screen. I really like that. I want to play a sound effect when the health gets low. Heroes of the Storm did that, and I thought it was great. It was a perfect audio cue. Every time I heard it, I'd start running away. Unless I was doing a go for broke Hail Mary move that I was going to risk dying just to get the yes. Another thing you can do in this game is switch your hero mid-field. So I'm going to switch to a melee hero. Let's do. I always like playing Latunia, even though her textures are messed up right now. Yeah, that's... Oh, nice. And that's something else. I want melee heroes to be able to take on the ranged heroes. So there's a bit of... gotta be a lot of balancing for that to work. Oops, overshot that one. Yes! Yeah, I can't cast any spells for a few seconds. Yeah, now I got advanced, now I got improved attack, so I can just go like this. Oh, all right, last 30 seconds. Oof. All right, we won 4-1. Also, where did my Steam avatars go? I had the... Oh, there it is. It must be hidden somewhere. I'm not seeing them. Oh, my overlays folder disappeared. That's not good. So we're missing Steam avatars and a few others. I'll have to fix that offline. Okay, so before I get to that, let's see, anything else I can do? Again, I want to kind of keep this to be a light stream tonight, just to fix a couple of critical bugs. And I want to go back to that feedback that inspired the fixing the damage. And that was this one. Oh, Steam problems. Oof. Gosh, thanks for the link, Air Force. Okay. Constant friction. Okay. KO'd. All right. I think the damage changes probably addressed this. Throbbing, yeah, we got that. Health tweaks, damage trace, we got that. Telegraph, yep. Prowler beast mode ability, yeah. That's going to need a rework. Do I even have it? Oh, nope. I need to make a new task for that. Well, actually, that's more of a task. No, I'm going to make it a bug. I want it to stand out from the other items. Prowler, beast mode, ability, doesn't work well. Okay. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to make another task for, let's see, when a hero is incapped 5 times, return them, respawn them in their home goal area, in their starting position. That is something I want to start, not on the stream, but later. So this one, now that I've addressed the other issues, I think this one is done. So let's go back to the big list here. And I still have to fix, as far as playtest feedback goes, everything starting from 385. Get stuck teleporting. I might have fixed this one. Let me test this. But before I do, actually I'm going to load dungeon. Let's test that. And while I'm doing that, I really want to look at something in my, let's see, face cam, working on. I'm looking at my OBS right now, trying to figure out why, Mega Kitty still, my overlays are all gone. I think I'll have to do further investigation offline, I'm afraid. So, but let me test this issue real quick. It'll be Ellis. You can teleport. You can stuck behind the... Okay, I think I have a video for this. Yeah, right here. He got... Oh, here. I like how he drew it. He got over there, so let's see if we can duplicate that. So I'm just going to solo this. Little skeletons attacking me now. Okay, so we got, I want to say it was like up here. Oh, he did get up there. Oh. How do you do that? Where are the walls? Right wall. Ah, okay. That's a bug. Let me fix this real quick. Find mesh effects. Just want to move this whole thing over. And do it here as well. Alright, so back to that wall. Let's in fact, I'm gonna test that invincibility fix right now. Oh, okay. Actually, the skeleton should not have invincibility. Look at something here. Then I think that's from the knockdown component. Ah, here we go. As a matter of fact, heroes, this should be 0. And it should be 1.5 for... That should actually be a curve table entry. It should be a scalable float. But for now, we're just going to do it this way. Set that to 0. And then knockdown component. There. And yeah, we're going to look at the wall just one sec. Visibility. Yeah, that should... What kind of wall is that? World static. Let me do a sanity check. Unknown ruins. What kind of collision does the left wall have? World static. Oh, custom collision. I wonder how the teleport's working. All right, let me close this and restart. Sources, window capture. Let's try it again. Okay. Didn't quite capture that right. Streaming avatars. Well, I'm just going to have to hide that for now. And I will fix that later. So, get this window over here. And let's, so this should be, first let me double check that the invincibility still works. So I'm going to go back to the danger room. And end cap. Okay, that still works now. Now let's get back to figuring out why the wizard is still able to cut through this wall here. In fact, what if I tried this? Can I teleport him off the edge? Yes. Yeah, that's not supposed to happen. Go. Ah, here we go. We need this test here. Oh wait, I think we already in casting range. Oh, I didn't even do that. What am I missing? Okay, that's the first problem. Okay. All right. Well, let's try. So that's not working either. Wouldn't the locust be invalid when it's off? Yeah, wouldn't it be invalid? Okay, so that. Send the target to the ground. Okay, let's get Ellis back in here. Okay, so that didn't work. No, I don't think that fixes it the way I need to. Transform casting range. Look at the ability itself. Alright, we're going to go to another match. See if that works. Yep. No, that didn't work. In fact, I think I broke. That used to work. Let's see, here we go. All this. Okay. In fact, I was testing this on Monday, in fact, and this should also mean that his jumps don't work either. No, his jumps seem to work. But that's for a different reason. Okay. So let me do that again. And look at the teleport. So just a straight up teleport. Needs to be some kind of a line trace to stop that from happening. Yeah. So the question is, what do I want to happen if I aim over there? I think what I'd like to do is have it kind of like, if I aim here, I want it to land me right here. So that I think I want to have happen. So to do that, ability. destination. I'm going to do a line trace. I think it's a visibility line trace, maybe. Camera line trace. But I don't want him to block like I don't want other heroes to block him. So let me look at something here. Camera. So it blocks the camera but not visibility. So probably a visibility trace. Which I believe is blocked by these walls. Yes. Try that. So we do... And what's the destination, though? I need to see that. Okay, that's on the ground. Got it. Character. May just be easier to simply reject it if it's unaccessible. So what should I do here? I'm going to test it here. And test it again here. Here we go. unreachable. That would be this. Okay, I think this will prevent me from teleporting off the edge of the map and outside of the field. So let's start in the danger room. Okay, first test a regular one. Good. And then up here. Good. And then we're going to test it for the edge. Good, I can't do it anymore. I can do it there. Okay, let's try the level now. Oop, wrong hero. That's better. Oh, it almost tried. It tried, but it didn't work. Alright, gonna recharge in a second. We'll try going over here. Wonder why it does that sometimes. Yeah, it happened again. Yeah, it thinks it can try and get in the stands. I don't know why it thinks that. Let's, okay, let's try that again. I think this location's reachable. Maybe because the bleachers have collision on them. That's a little seedy. I may have to do that trace test after all, as much as I don't want to. Let's see, what kind of collision we got in the stands? Oh, no collision. And then what did it think it was going to teleport into? It's no collision. What about the floor? How big is the floor? No, it's not the floor. Huh. I don't know why it's thinking, but I want to see if the dungeon is still doing its problem. Let's look at the collision on this floor. Walls. Oh, what's this? Okay, it's no collision. Okay, here we go. Good, it's not working this... Oh, okay. Yeah, still not working. That's good. No, but now I'm stuck. So if I teleport there... will it get me stuck again? That's the question. You know what? One thing I do want to do... I want to increase the height of that. So we'll say... set plus up vector times scalar. Wait a minute. No, I can just do it like this. 10. Increase height by 10 so we don't get stuck in the floor. Okay, that's better. Actually, you know what? Let me take this a step further. Saturate location. Really, what we need to do is not 10 is just an arbitrary number. What we need to do instead is make their body is centered at their chest. So we need to actually get the half height of their capsule instead. Plus scale capsule half height times up vector, or sorry, down vector. No, up vectors, right? Okay, let's just see. Want to see if this works. Oh, good. And let me double check that works. Let me double check my math. Here. Okay, teleport to negative 16. 88. So now destination 71. Okay. So I guess that was an old bug that normally was auto-corrected by Unreal that let slide until now. So we're going to do this. Make it a little cleaner now. Let's move this over. space here. Let's add this. And failure. We do cancel. And commit. All right, last time. Okay. Wow, I can't believe I survived that. Didn't survive that, though. Whoa. Yep, it's not. It is working as hoped for. So now I wonder, what if I go back and try to use an ability? Oh, okay, so now it just blocks it. Okay, I'm okay with that. I'd rather be able to conjure it in a pinch, like at the edge of the map, than not be able to conjure it here and then I get flustered and all that. Okay, so I think that bug's fixed. So let's see what I've changed. Yeah, knockdown opponent. So that's one change. That's actually a separate change entirely. So we'll undo this, because I don't want to save that. Invincibility. Fixed bug where status invincibility. Raise errors if the owning avatar, or if the target actor did not have a mesh modifier component. Next is this. Fixed, okay, moved, knockdown, recovery, invincibility from, actually knockdown, recovery, invincibility, now only functions on hero characters. Alright. Added locus reachability validation to getting ability target transforms. Fixed bug where let's see, Ellis could teleport outside the field. So this bug, I believe, is fixed. Yep. Good. And I really want to know why I can't get Steam avatars to work. But at least I can see them from my machine. See. Yay! So, that being said, I think I want to try and maybe fix one more bug, and I also want to take a moment to do shout-outs to some of our other developers who are on the stream, watching the stream, I should say. So let's say hello. Oh yeah, the shadows weren't working earlier. I wanted to see if they're working now. Oh, that's why the shadows don't work, because my overlays are so they wouldn't work. Darn. All right. Well, then in that case, since I was kind of planning on a short stream anyway, I think I'm gonna. It's 2 hours. That's not short for me, but I'm probably gonna cut it early and raid us off, and then I'm gonna figure out why my overlays aren't working. They just disappeared from OBS. I don't know where they went. So I'm not seeing the shout-outs. I'm not seeing Steam avatars. So I'm going to see whether developers are live while I fix all that. Looks like I'm open to recommendations if anyone's got them. Otherwise, I think I might know who I'll raid to. So you have 30 seconds to give me your recommendations. Okay, then I'm going to raid us off to Hypnotic Games. They are working on Bobble Shop Sim, so I think that could be a fun game. So let's all go over there. Thanks everyone for watching this bonus Thursday stream. I just kind of felt like putting it up. Got a couple of bugs fixed. I'm pretty happy with that. And let's go and see some other excellently talented game developers. Hypnotic Games is actually in Australia. So everyone just say good day. And thanks again, everyone, and I will catch you later, probably Monday.